Today I'm reviewing my gear. I'm going over everything I have gear-wise because just in case you have an effed up day, it's good to have gear. Gear can protect you from, road rash, nicks, abrasions, potentially broken bones. It could be the difference of you walking away from a motorcycle crash or being hospitalized for 3 to 4 months. I'm not going to say it's going to make you Superman, but it can add a whole new level of protection that's going to just pave the way for you to be able to potentially walk away from a crash. Even a slow speed crash. I mean, if you have a slow speed crash and you hit your head the wrong way, you can get a brain bleed, and next thing you know, c'est la vie, or you're having somebody that have to feed you in a nursing home for the rest of your life. That would kind of suck just because you didn't wear a helmet. I live in Ohio. I actually have had my endorsement since 1995, and I am not required to wear a helmet, but I choose to wear a helmet. So that's what I'm going to start with first. I'm going to start with my helmets after I have a sip of coffee. Yeah, I love coffee. This is my everyday helmet I wear. It's a Scorpion XOR 420, and the reason I bought it was, well, first point was the price point. I wanted to stay under $200 for a helmet, and it's not that I'm cheap. At the time when I got a bike, I didn't have any gear, so I had a big layout of money for gear. So I wanted to get the most bang for the buck, like everybody does. Who wants to throw money away? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like to have a showy helmet that costs $500-600. I mean, they go up to $1,400 if you want the right helmet, but that's not me. It's got some vents on it, good venting. It vents pretty well. It comes standard with this clear shield. The shield is UV resistant. It also is anti-fog, and in comparison to other helmets I've worn, it really is anti-fog. It still fogs up. If you're out in 40-degree weather, it's gonna fog up. What I really like about this helmet, the fact that it is snow rated. It has a snow rating where it's actually been tested to a higher standard than the Department of Transportation. It is also Department of Transportation. I think every helmet has to be in order to be sold in the United States. The thing about Snell is it has specific ratings and it's rated to a higher standard. I like that. And the other thing is Department of Transportation kind of goes on the honor system. The manufacturer states that they have built their helmet to the standards required by Department of Transportation, and once in a while the transportation goes out and pulls helmets off the shelf. With Snell rating, the company actually sends a prototype of that helmet to Snell. They test it, and then the company makes improvements on what's found in the testing. And I just think it's a safer helmet. There's also ECE ratings, which I think even surpass the Snell ratings. But for a Snell helmet with a price point of $149, I didn't think I could go wrong. Biggest factor was when I was in Cycle Gear, which happens to be where I bought all my gear, because there's one conveniently 2 miles away from my house. So that made the difference of where I was buying the gear. I'm not about to be going out. I did end up, unfortunately, having to buy a lot online because of this whole COVID business, but this comes in black, gloss black, white, and then they have like a titanium color that it's available in. I chose the matte black. One, matte black is kind of in. 2, my bike is black. 3, it was in stock. And so when I was in the store, I actually walked around the store with this helmet on, and then the other, I don't even remember what the other helmet was I was contemplating, but I narrowed it down to those 2 helmets, and I spent 30-40 minutes in the store wearing the helmet, shopping around the store, talking to the associates, and then I traded helmets, put the other helmet on, and immediately when I put the other helmet on, this was the one I tried first. The other one I was like, well, this is kind of uncomfortable, but I, gave it a chance, and after that half hour, I went ahead, put this one back on, and I was like, yeah, I knew this was the helmet, So I like it. I'm not real fond of the shape in the back, but I'm sure it serves some kind of aerodynamic purpose. But I'm not a professional about that, so I don't know. And then I did modify this helmet. I put a GoPro mounting kit on there, and I actually got this from a girl on a bike in California. She has a YouTube channel, and I was having a hard time finding the right pieces. She had the whole get up on it. I had a real tough time. As you can see, this helmet is contoured so many different ways. No matter where I would want to mount this GoPro, I had curvature issues. So in order to be able to put a flat adapter on this, I used a product called ShinyXChrome, which I saw on a couple different websites. And then the guy who I actually won my first GoPro from right here his name is ShinyXChrome. He has a YouTube channel. And I probably wouldn't even be motovlogging if it wasn't for winning his contest and getting basically a free good used GoPro. It's a Hero 4 Silver, and it got me off and started. The other helmet I have is an HJC helmet. This was a gift from, I actually have two of them. One of my coworkers and her husband had motorcycles. Because of issues with his hands and numbness, tingling, and sensation and stuff like that, he felt it wasn't safe to ride anymore. And they had bought a bike, and I don't even think they put that many miles on it. New helmets. It has the Cardo system on it, Scholar Rider Cardo system, which is a few years old, but it actually still works great. And so she invited us over, had us over for dinner, and gifted us the helmets. And they're pretty nice. It actually is pretty comfortable. It is a modular helmet, so you can just lift it up and stuff like that. You can see the Cardo system there. Yeah, it's convenient if you want to get a drink. It's convenient if you get claustrophobic. You're like, get me out of this goddamn, get me out of this thing. You know, if you get like that, it's convenient. Open it up, take a sip. But the full face helmets are definitely safer. I mean, you also have the 3/4, the half helmets, and some people get the brain buckets. I just happen to know that, you know, in my research, that a lot of impacts happen here and here. I mean, those two places are like 60% of the impact zone. So it's not the prettiest mug, but I choose to keep it as it looks. So I always wear a helmet. There is an occasion I'll go through the back neighborhood streets, which are side streets with no traffic, and squid a little bit here and there. But overall, I don't. Every time I ride, I wear gloves. If I happen to go down, I need my hands for work. I need them to look decent for work. And hands are underrated. I mean, you do everything with them. I mean, you have the right hands, you don't even need a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Hands are important, you know. Everything I do is my hands. You know, I take a sip of my coffee, I need my hands. So these are my gloves. When I was at Cycle Gear buying the helmet, I bought the gloves at the same time. These are the Alpine Stars SMX2 Air Carbon gloves in black. They came with a good recommendation from Cycle Gear Associates, and I've actually have over 3,000 miles on these gloves. They're holding up great. They're comfortable. I feel like they have good grip, and they have lots of protection. The palm of the hand, double layers of suede, which is double stitched around, and then has multiple things of double stitching. Should I go down, I feel confident that this would really hold up. And then it has the carbon reinforced knuckles, which I liked as well. This is actually my second pair of gloves. The first one, I think I took 3 rides, and I noticed that there was a little bit of an unravel in the one glove, and I took it back to Cycle Gear. I didn't even get the whole explanation of what was going on out of my mouth, and they're like, here you go, we're going to switch them out. Boom. They have been great with me. Cycle Gear, their return policy is good. It's really been no hassle dealing with them, and I would definitely give them a recommendation. The one here where I live in northern Ohio, I mean, they're great. And how convenient. I mean, they're literally 2 miles away from my house, so I really like that a lot, you know. And like I said, 3,000 miles, they're holding up great, and they're super nice. They're definitely a 3-season glove. in the wintertime, once I drop below 45 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm out riding, you know, get a little chill, you know. Another item I wear is footwear, boots. And I'm gonna pull the left boot up. And what I like about these boots is they were comfortable. The price was right. They were about $100, and I happened to have a $20 off coupon for Cycle Gear, so I got them for $80. They are laced. Cycle Cruiser, he would be like, dude, get rid of the laces. But you know what? It has this adjustable strap that goes over that also protects an additional layer of securement. It holds down the laces, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. The ankles are like double padded and reinforced. And what I like is, you know, we have that bone that sticks out. Our lateral malleolus, that's what it's called. You know, this has a nice amount of padding over that, and it feels like really strong. Feels really strong. So if I go down, I know I'm not going to scrape that, because I have nightmares. I don't know why, but I have a nightmare about scraping that stupid bone. It has the little grip area for the gear shifter. The one thing that I would complain about is there was a little bit of an adjustment time when I got these boots. Because of the thickness of the boot, I would have trouble like sliding it out from under the shifter. But once my muscle memory got the feel of it, it's non-issue, you know. These also have 3,000 miles on them. They've held up well. I've had them for 6 months, and I use them often, and I'm pretty happy with them. I've had them on for extended periods of time, up to about 6-7 hours, and I don't have any feet numbness or anything. The other thing that I wasn't real happy with was the little eyelets. I've had a little trouble with those. They seem one here or there will pop out, but it's not really that big of an issue. This is something that I would probably replace every year anyway, because, you know, I like to keep my feet nice. I don't want a jungle rot in my feet. Basically, I have two get-ups, jacket and pants. I have more of a summer get-up, and then I get up. Listen to me, I sound like I'm all hip and shit. But I have a summer setup, and then I have a winter setup. And my summer setup, this is my summer jacket. This is the one I wear in the summer. And I don't know if the light's shining through it or not, but you can see it is a mesh textile jacket. So it really has maximum airflow. When I get up to like 30 miles an hour, I can just feel the wind go right through this jacket. It's a Scorpion EXO, just like the EXO helmet, EXO jacket, Influx. And this cost me about $200. It's really comfortable, it's adjustable. It comes with CE armor in the elbows, shoulders, and then the back comes with foam. There is an optional EXO SC back pad that's about $45, which is like a big thick piece of rubber. So I haven't really gone for that, but I probably should. It does have the night viz reflective on the front, on the sleeves, and on the back. As far as like the quality of the jacket, I am really impressed with this. It's built really well. The zippers have been trouble-free. It has YKK zippers. It has the adjustable arms and adjustable waist. It fits great, flows air, and most of all, it's comfortable. I can ride for hours in this and not feel like I'm cooped up or anything. Also has belt loops and zippers, so you can either zip it or there's a belt loop option on there. Here it is. You can actually put this around the belt loop to hold it down. I have not used it either because it seems to be it's non-issue. Pants I usually put with those are my riding jeans. These are Ironworker jeans. They're made by Built. They're like $139, but they're on sale quite often for $99. I mean, a regular pair of jeans is going to cost you $50. What's good about these is it does have like the Kevlar Aramid liner in the seat of the pants, in the hips, and also in the knees. And then it also comes with CE approved armor in the knee. Again, I've worn these for hours. They're pretty comfortable. Even in warmer temperatures, these do pretty good. So in the winter time, pants happen to be Ironworkers pants as well, which happen to be made by Built. These are the cargo ones I like. The reason I wear these more in the winter is they're pretty heavy duty. I mean, they're heavy, and in the summer they get kind of warm. But I also like the fact that in the wintertime I can put my phone in this cargo pants so it's not sitting up in my Ram mount getting colder. This way at least keeps my phone reasonably tempered against my body. This also has the Aerobid Kevlar lining in the seat of the pants, the bottom of the pants, you know, so you don't roast your rump on the pavement should you go down, knees and hips. This one comes with the CE armor in the knees, and then there's optional armor for the hips, which I did happen to buy. It was like 20 bucks. I mean, how can you go wrong for 20 bucks? These also run about 139 bucks, but like the other ones, I got them on sale. And if you go at the right time during the winter time to buy pants, you can actually find some on the closeout rack there for about 70, 80 bucks. They're a nice pant. I mean, the armor is removable, so if you want to wear the pants, take your motorcycle somewhere that's kind of semi-formal, you can take the armor out and look presentable. In the wintertime, I team that up with my Built jacket, which is high visibility. Realistically, I should wear it in the summer, but I find that wintertime, spring, and fall, when I would wear this jacket, is a good time because motorcycles are more prevalent in the summer. So therefore, having high-vis gear in the wintertime is beneficial. It'd probably be beneficial all the time. This also has the reflective piping on it. Has nice big pockets, which are waterproof. The jacket is water resistant. Adjustable sleeves. It also has some air vents up here, which happen to be open. And this also comes with a liner, which you can leave in or remove. And this fleece liner, man, I'll tell you what. I've been out in 38-degree weather with this jacket and a couple layers underneath. Not a problem. This jacket also comes with the CE armor in the elbows, shoulders, and then there was an optional CE armor that I purchased for this jacket. I wasn't worried about airflow or nothing like that, and I got it on sale. So that's a good reason in itself, you know. I know I kind of look like a Power Ranger when I wear this, but you know what? I'll opt for the safety. I did stop over where my friend works. He works at a car dealership, and I went in there, and when I was leaving, I could see the guy snickering and laughing at my stuff, but I don't give a shit. This is the last piece of safety gear I have, and again, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube videos if it wasn't for ShinyXChrome. Shout out to that guy. This I also consider a piece of safety gear. You know, having one of these mounted on your chin, you know, should something happen, you will have video evidence of that occurrence or of that situation. So people I'm calling out, first one is Cycle Cruiser. If you feel necessary that you would like to do a review on all your gear, just one video that has all your gear in it, you've been summoned, brother. You've been summoned. Second guy I want to do is Dan the Fireman. He's one of those guys that advocates for gear. He has a lot of videos, and they really apply to guys that are either just beginning to ride or looking to start riding or have been riding. He has a lot of information and resources that a new rider can use to start safely. I'm calling out Dan. I want to see your gear. You talk about gear. I've looked through your videos. I haven't seen anything specific for your gear, so I'm calling you out, Dan. Make a video and mention me. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I don't know. The other guy I'm going to call out, Ian Landsman. Ian Landsman is a YouTuber that when I got started, I sent him an email, and yeah, he's one of those guys that aren't afraid to like go out there and dump a bunch of stuff about what's going on in his life. He uses it as a way to vent. He also calls people out texting on their phone. His videos have kind of gone to that, where he's calling out people texting. When I first started this, he sent me a nice letter, encouragement, and encouraged me. It says, "Can't wait for your first video. If you had any advice, it'd be to have self-control when buying equipment for this." He says, "Ignore the negativity. You know, say what you want to say." I hope to have videos out there that, you know, people can't really say anything bad about. You know, I'm all right. I'm a nice guy. I'm trying to give some good insight into gear and why it's important. Take your time finding your way, and then let them know your friend Ian. Nice guy, nice guy. So Ian, you've been summoned. I want a gear video. I want to see what you have, why you wear it, why you bought it, the whole thing. You know, that's what I want from these challenges. Dan, I want to see what gear you have. I have scoured through your videos, and I don't see anything that was specific on gear. You have a lot of videos, though, so you know, that could be time consuming. That's my call outs. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully this gave you some insight on gear, maybe some suggestions on what you'll look for. I would avoid buying gear from like Amazon or non-name brand stuff, because I've seen a lot of it and it's just basically cheap knockoffs. I don't recommend doing that. Buy a brand name gear from a reputable company. You know, yeah, it might be $30, $40 more for each piece or whatever, but aren't you worth it?